Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Hi, I am Love's Passion, and welcome to Love's Passion Talk. And tonight we have an awesome show and awesome topic for you. But let me tell you a little bit more about our stream. This is Love's Passion Talk. I stream every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we talk about love, sex, and relationships. And it's just general conversation by everyday people having everyday conversations. It's open, it's honest dialect. Our topic tonight is insecurities and how to overcome them. If you're watching for the first time, you can interact with me and our host when I bring them on. With that, you can interact with us through our chat. If you're watching on Twitch, it's the chat down below. Remember to click that heart and like our channel and subscribe, as well as follow as many people as you possibly can that are in the chat. And I want to say thank you first for tuning in tonight and sticking around with us and having this open, honest dialogue about insecurities. We are going to get into our topic, but we're going to bring on our co host here shortly. This is a place where you can come and just be comfortable in your own skin and just feel free to get questions off of your mind, get some information that it may have been burning in your heart or on your heart, about our topic or not about our topic, because we always go off topic, and that's perfectly fine. But kick your shoes off, relax, and we'll be here for 2 hours today, and we're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our first beautiful co-host, Miss Peanut Butter. Hey, Peanut Butter.
Hey, I missed you guys.
I missed you
I'm
too.
doing.
We was like a pie
Oh,
without a slice last week. I tell you, we did truly miss you.
oh my gosh. Y'all just wanted me to act up. That's all.
Act up, act out, be yourself, because that's what we here for everyone to be themselves.
Yep.
So, you look
Yeah.
gorgeous. I see you.
Thank you.
So, what you been up to? I know you've been up to a whole lot, but tell the people what you've been up to.
Oh, well, I'm in the process of working on my book. So, the research has been a little emotional roller coaster, but it's not it's not bad. It's healthy for me, and hopefully the book that I am just trying to generate and get it together. I wanted to help families, children, mothers, people that are single and going through things that I went through. So it's going to have a lot to do with my life. It's called Predator or Prey. It's going to be talking about the different predators that, how they groom people, the aggressive kind. I wanted to just help,
Mm.
period. You know, I've been doing that, and of course, I'm working on some new poems. I can't stop doing that. I got to stay on top of that. and
Look, you
and
gotta give us a poem tonight. Now we've been missing our poems, yeah, you've been we've been missing our poems. Ain't like I ain't noticed now.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna let it be. I'll be doing
Um,
enough already. I do enough already, so I'll be trying to just chill.
no chill here.
I
No
try.
chill here. And tell us where.
None of whatsoever.
Look, tell us where do you do your poetry, and when can people
Oh,
hear it, catch you?
okay. So I am part of a great organization called the Dallas Poetry Slam here in Dallas, and every Friday night at Heroes, it's off of Commonwealth and 35. We are performing. We have open mics. The first and third Fridays are slam. The second Friday is Fluid Friday. That is to reach out to our LGBTQT. I don't want to mess it up. That
L
community, I call them rainbow. I'm just gonna say rainbow community. How about we do that and not mess anything up?
Okay.
But we do. we do that to let them know it's a safe space to come out, do your poetry, say what you feel. If you want to sing, you can sing. That's fine too. Also, the fourth Friday is called Floetic Friday. I really like Floetic Friday because we get all kind of dancers, singers, rappers. It's a place to show your talent and
You
be
know,
safe.
get
Uh,
back up there. You know, I've been trying. Lord knows, I've been trying to get back up there.
I know. But we're also getting ready for Poetella 22. You know that, right?
And
So
I
we added
saw,
an extra day. Yeah, we added an extra day. It is so much going on in those 4 days. It's going to be freaking amazing. I am
I'm
so excited. I'm so proud of my boss. Shout out to Sherry Zentina, aka Miss Candy, aka the boss. I appreciate her for letting me be a part of this organization. It's beautiful. I love it.
all right, all right. That's amazing. You're an
I'm
amazing woman doing amazing things, and I am blessed to have
thank
you
you.
here joining us to have this talk. Everyone is, because you bring a different dynamic to the show that is missing when you're not there. All right, I'm going to go ahead
Thank
and bring
you. Thank you.
beautiful Deb, and here she is. Hey, Deb, girl.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey, I miss her.
Ditto to everything
Where's
she
her?
just said. You look beautiful, peanut butter.
Okay,
Keep
there
that
she is.
in there.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
I'm doing better now.
Good. You look beautiful.
Miss Deb, is
Thank
you work?
you. So do you glowing over there?
Actually,
See
no.
that
I'm.
glow?
Oh no, I'm not working. I'm on my porch.
Oh,
And I want to apologize for
Oh,
last weekend because I was a little distracted at work. So, but
look, we can
I'm I,
tell
I'm on my porch. So,
you
uh,
chilling.
yeah,
I
I'm
love
chilling.
it. I love that.
Yeah, I'm on the porch. So,
All right, so Miss Deb, tell us what you've been up to. Tell the people where they can find you. The whole nine.
um, I have been working. I am an event manager at 1010 Collins and Event Center in Arlington. And when I tell you I've been busy, 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 um, and I'm about to get busier. So I have this
Hmm.
Sunday off, and I am going to, and I've been resting, um, just trying to take it easy. Just finished dinner. So that's
Yes.
about it.
Self care is very, very important. Um, so please do take care of self first, and everything else will fall into line. Okay,
Yeah.
and don't burn yourself out.
I actually feel valued and appreciated. So,
Hmm. Now, see, I was thinking about this today. I was like, I was at the store and I was checking out, and the lady was a manager, and a lady came up to her and told her, "Oh, your people in the parking lot, they're not bringing in the shopping carts." And I went over and told them, and they said they were the only ones there, but they just looked like they were talking. So she came in, and the manager got upset, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna have to write them up. I'm gonna have to write them up." And I'm looking at the thermostat. I'm like, it's 105 degrees out there. Ain't nobody standing around talking about absolutely nothing in 105-degree temperature. Plus,
hmm
this was a very, very busy time, and everyone was taking the carts. There wasn't any carts in the parking lot. And I just started thinking to myself, I probably should have said something, because that's one of those you see some say some things. I started thinking, if you make your people feel valued, they'll have a better work ethic. If you make them feel like they're a part and not, a cog in your wheel that's causing it not to roll right, just kind of be more for your people than for the customer. I know that's not the way business is supposed to be set up. It's supposed to
Right, but
be
she
the
just saw a moment. She hasn't seen what they've been doing all day and what they deal with, and probably the disrespect that they deal with, and so on and so forth. So,
this
shout
lady
out
has
to my team, by the way. If they ever watch this, I could not do my job without my team. They work hard for me, and I appreciate them very much. So,
Ooh,
yeah,
yes,
uh,
yes. You
yeah.
being an awesome manager keeps an awesome team, keep your team happy, and everybody else is happy.
Right.
That's just my thoughts.
Yeah. I don't play
Anywho,
about mine. I let them know. You disrespect mine, I'll pull them out the room. Don't mess with me.
right, because people have other places to work, and not in
Well, that's
105
more
people.
apparent now more than ever, after this pandemic. That's why a lot
Right,
of people are changing their fields and, starting their own businesses because, we realize now that in some ways we've been traumatized, you know.
exactly, exactly.
And
You
so
know,
people are like, I'm not doing this. So I
right,
try to be great to my people. So
exactly. So jobs are not promised, and people offering jobs are not promised the worker. You got to treat people right. That's just in general. Anywho, like we always do, we get off topic and then we jump right back on.
I
And we
never
finna
stay on
go
topic,
back,
so it don't even really matter.
we go jump right back on. So, our topic tonight is insecurities and how to overcome them. Now, I'm be transparent. I'm of age, of when a large, well, not large. Okay, maybe just a little bitty number age, and yeah, I've dealt with insecurities. From how you look, how you talk, how you feel, how you smell, how you just there are so many different things and so many different insecurities that hold you back from advancing in your career, in your love life, in just in general in life, and advancing in life, in friendships. Insecurities are things that can cause health problems. They're things that can cause separations. um, they are insecurities build on top of things that you don't know exist, if you know what I mean. They come and they go. You get over one and you get a whole nother one. Oh man, that pimple is gone for last week, but my hip done on this right side got a little bit bigger than I thought it was supposed to be. And I'm gonna beat it down. I'm gonna figure out something to take care of that one thing that you're focusing on that one time. However, if you're looking in a back mirror, if you're looking in a rear view mirror and you're seeing the course of your life over time, you realize the things that you had insecurities about weren't that serious.
right.
And that's a growing process. But from preschool, kids start to deal with insecurities, and then they start to deal with peer pressure and things of that sort. And insecurities is a very wide topic. Deb, what did you think about the topic um, when I brought it to you?
Well, I immediately reverted to my childhood. So I'm really interested in discussing this topic because when I was very young, I was very confident. I was overconfident. Um, I was told I was cute so much when I was a little girl. I was cute though, but I was told I was cute so often when I was little. I remember I would say, "I know," and my mama would be like, "It's thank you, not I know." And then it was, "I know, thank you," and then eventually I got it right. Just thank you, you know. But I actually recall when started getting shots from people about the way I looked when I was a little girl, which started the beginnings of my insecurities.
Mm.
And so I am an empath, just like peanut butter. I've been one since I was a little girl, just was not in tune to my gift until probably a couple years ago. And I remember the first time someone looked at me and said, "You think you're cute?" And I knew it wasn't nice. I could feel that it wasn't love, and then I started. That's when I started to hear that so often as I got a little older, that I began to kind of um, reserve myself, or kind of go within myself, so I wouldn't make others uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So,
So you basically toned yourself down or toned your light down
right,
to make sure you made room for everybody else's light to shine.
right, right,
So let's really dissect insecurities, because there's different types of insecurities.
right,
You had the latter insecurity. It
right,
wasn't a negative connotation insecurity. The word insecurity is a feeling of inadequacy, or not being good enough, or not belonging, and uncertainty of feeling. From your story, you are on the other side of not feeling good enough, not feeling adequate enough.
but I
But
did feel like I didn't belong.
right, because you were too pretty. It wasn't a thing of, well, I need to fix my face, or I need to lose a couple pounds, or I wish I was taller, or I wish I was skinnier.
Oh, well, yeah, that was later, but
Right,
that was
right.
the beginning for me.
And your story resonates with a lot of little girls that are just overall beautiful, and their light is shining brighter than most can stand. So it's sort of like we go and have to dim the lights of others in order for us to continue to shine. You see, when you're a little girl, you 3, 4, 5, that's, oh, she's so pretty, oh, she's so cute, oh, I just want to squeeze her, kiss her, take her home, da 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 da. But when that little girl grows up, she's going to school with those who did not grow up with that. They don't know how to handle it, and she is not taught how to handle it, how to understand that her beauty is a gift that's not given to many, and that she doesn't have to dim down her light in order to allow others to shine, but maybe be a little bit more humble, to say the least. And that on it in its own self is a dissection of an insecurity, because your insecurity stemmed from being too cute. That's not everybody's story.
Right.
Most people's insecurities stem from something they wish they could change. You didn't want to change being cute. You just wanted to dim it down a little bit. I'm just going to take it down a notch.
I didn't want to make people uncomfortable, but it wasn't until I was older that it realized that that's not my problem, you know.
Right, right, right. You are who you are.
Right.
Hey, Kimmy D, thank you for joining us. Hey, Kimmy D13, thank you for joining us. All right, so we're talking about insecurities. Now, things that can be harmful with insecurities. You can have separation anxiety, depression, apprehension, um, things that happen when you are experiencing these things. You withdraw. um, you try to cover your thing you're insecure about. If it's a speech impediment, you don't talk to people. If it's something about the way that you look, you don't go up to people and approach people. You're not as open as those that you see that may have it more together than most. um, and you really suffer within insecurities to a point where it could lead to depression. um and it just seems like there is no out and there is no hope. So today we're going to talk about things that we've used as adults in our life to get over insecurities and move past them, because there are a lot of things and a lot of tricks and trades that you can use that you only learn when you get older. Like, dang, if I knew that when I was younger, I would have had a whole better life. So we're going to talk about those types of things. If you've ever dealt with insecurities or have insecurities and you're not afraid to admit them and you're in the chat, go ahead, post them in the chat. This is a free, open space. There is no judgment. Peanut butter. Now you is uncommonly quiet. What is going on, ma'am? You are muted.
Unmute yourself.
I was I was listening to what Deb was saying and about the insecurities, and mine started younger. And yeah, I am an empath, but I tapped into my empathic abilities when I was a teenager. Like my grandmother taught me a lot of stuff, so I wasn't trying to, trust me, because this shit was scary. It's very scary. But my insecurity started when I was a kid. Believe it or not, I was shy. Like I was really shy.
Mhm.
Like you could speak to me and I will hold my head down. You know, you ever heard the saying picked out to be picked on? I was that
Mm.
person. I was picked out to be picked on. My mom always dressed me like a little doll, but people, my mom was young when she had me. She was 17. She got married at 15, right? So she didn't really know a lot about caring for a child or whatever. They would do things like, the other kids were so jealous of me, they would do things like lift up my dress, say that my what we say, bloomers were dirty. They will put stuff in my hair. They would do all kind of stuff. So a lot of insecurities comes from jealousy.
Right.
The people that talk about you, they dog you out, they point out little bitty things that you probably never saw there in the first place, right? They point those out. I got dogged for not having pimples
Mm.
when I was younger. My stepfather taught me to clean my face with alcohol, and I still use that same regimen today. So I got picked out for a lot of stuff. The way I was shaped,
Mm.
the way my hair was my real hair when I was younger was this length. So I could come in there with a French roll with a pompadour and bangs hanging out, and it's mine. And I
Mm.
got dogged out for it. I got talked about so bad, so bad. And this is from 5 up until graduating from high school, right? And then, getting molested, raped, all that shit. So all that combined
Mm-hmm.
made me just like draw back.
Mm.
I drew back. I started invading other people's territory. The first man that would show me some type of interest, oh, you're cute. I'm in his lap, because I felt like that was what I needed to hear, but that wasn't what I needed to hear. I needed to
Mm.
hear you're smart. You can do whatever you got, whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. I
Right.
heard, damn, you fine. You got a fat ass. You got a pretty, come on now. I'm more
Right.
than that. And I had to learn. I learned it the hard way, right?
Right.
But I learned it, right?
Right.
And I didn't like the way I learned it, but it's for a purpose. It's a method to the madness. I just didn't know what it was.
So,
So
Pip, let me ask you a question. So, your story starts when you're younger, and that's pretty much when insecurities manifest themselves. And
right.
you're progressing. What steps did you take?
Long the steps I took. First, I had to stop running under every dude. Let's go there.
So, what your first coping mechanism to deal with insecurities was to seek attention from men?
That was my first initial step because I felt like that's what I needed to do. But the true way that I broke through my insecurities is through my godmother, which I love her so much. She's my baby, rest in heaven. She gave me a piece of paper, and all it said on there is, "You're beautiful." That was it. She told me not to open it until I got home. And she said, when I got home, put it on my bathroom mirror. Now, in my mind, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do with a piece of paper on my bathroom mirror? What I noticed and I caught myself doing is every time I went to the bathroom, when you wash your hand, where's the mirror?
In front of you.
Right above the sink, right? And that's
Right.
the first thing I see.
Mm.
And at some point, I can't even tell you when, but at some point she changed it. She changed it to, you got this. You're breathing. You take care of your children. And before I knew it, I had like a line of little things on my mirror. And after a while, she didn't have to give me anything because I walked up to her and I told her thank you. Because I get it. I get
Right.
it. I don't need someone to tell me I'm beautiful. I don't need someone to tell me that I got this. I don't need anyone to tell me that I'm strong. Because guess what? All them bad days I had, I 100% went through each and every one of those bad days, and I'm still here.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So
Right.
that's those were the first steps. I needed to not let someone else have control of my self-esteem. I had to get it on my own. I had to find my worth.
Right. Right.
And it's really hard. People say, okay, yes, insecurity start when you're younger because they say don't do that. You shouldn't walk outside with no shoes on. It's gonna mess up your feet, right? Or you shouldn't stay out in the sun too long. You're gonna be black and ain't nobody gonna like you. You're gonna be ugly if you black, if you dark,
And now
right?
that right. Those are the things
So
that yeah, those are the things that our parents tell us, our elders
right,
tell us, and they don't mean any harm by it. But these are the things that are implanted in us before you even get to the detrimental part of the damage that's being done. It's the things that our parents told us, our grandparents told us, that were those old folks soliloquies,
yeah,
like you said, don't stay out in the sun, you're gonna be too dark and ain't nobody gonna want you. I've heard that one before. um, you know,
right. But one thing I gotta say, Aretha, is the most impressionable way that your security setting, because and I feel like this is the most impressionable age, is age 13 when you come out of the little kid stage and you're a teenager.
right.
What anybody says to you from that age forward sticks to you like glue, right?
Yeah.
So if a boy that you like so much tell you that you ugly, you're gonna start feeling that way. And you're not gonna want to talk to nobody else. Especially me being a shy person growing up in church. You won't probably be talking to boys, no way. Let's go there. You liable to get your head snatched off. But um the beginning of teenage, that opens so much. If somebody could just stay positive through that age 13 to 14, if somebody could just keep them positive when that
Now,
14 hit, and I'm just saying, speaking from my experience, right?
right,
When 14 hit, you should be prepared and ready for whatever comes your way, right?
right.
If
And
I
but
had
that's
somebody at
fair.
13 say, you don't have to
Let's
show your body out to be beautiful, I'd have been
mm,
okay.
ooh, yes. Look, let's be clear though. At that age and at that point, that's that puberty stage where things are changing and you're wanting your body is going through changes, chemical changes, your hormones are out of control. So everything that is implanted in you at that age range has a tendency to stick like glue, stick like butter, and manifest itself into your life to where it can cause, irreparable harm if not dealt with. And we're not teaching our children, our girls or our boys, because they're going through puberty as well. They're
Yes,
trying to be accepted by their peers. They're in that time where it's the social time, and I want to fit in. I want to fit in. I need the jeans. I need the purse. I need the makeup. I have a niece, and she's in that stage, and she wears a full face of makeup, and I'm like, what are we telling her? I got shunned because I'm saying, hey, what are you telling her? She needs to have a full face of makeup. I mean, literally, she wear full face of makeup, base, concealer, eyeshadow, lashes, lipstick, nails. You were 13 looking 26. What are we enforcing at this point in
I'm sorry.
time?
I'm sorry. At
Hmm?
13,
Yes.
13, wearing makeup like that?
Full face of makeup,
Oh,
digging
they
her
are now.
nails and but I mean, you can only say what you can say. But my thing is, I want to feed your spirit and feed your inner you so that that grows and knows it's gorgeous without makeup. I went through when I was younger, I was told I needed to have makeup. Don't know why. I thought I looked good. And makeup had never really been my thing. So I'm trying to figure out, and that came from someone with high influence, and that was just like, oh, you kind of loopy. I don't understand why you telling me I need to have makeup. That doesn't make any sense. I think I was 12, 13 at that same point in time. It didn't manifest. However, I'm seeing things that were told to me when I was younger manifesting in my younger family members. And I'm like, I wonder if someone told them that, and now it's sitting and manifesting itself to create, we're setting them up for failure, basically.
Right,
When,
right.
when we
That, you know what? I did when my daughter, uh my second daughter, when she got in high school, I
mm-hmm,
made sure, and I had to do this because I thought about what I went through. Like, I was
right,
shunned for not wearing makeup. I was shunned for not wearing makeup, fingernail polish, pants. Like, if you don't do what they call the cool people do, you're automatically put in a different circle, right?
mm-hmm,
So my
mm-hmm.
daughter, I only wear eyeliner and lipstick. That's it. That's how you gonna get out of me. I ain't putting all that extra shit on. If I don't look good, then you don't need to talk to me. That's how I feel. So shit, fuck it. But I would get up every morning, and before my daughter grabbed her badge off the keychain, I would write her a little note,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say, "Look, Mary, you know how beautiful you are." And then she'll come home and say, "Thank you, mama." I kept her hair done, of course, but I wanted her to know you don't need the extra. You don't need the extra. Even if my baby ain't ugly, but even if my baby was ugly, I would still tell her she don't need the extra,
Right.
because what we're doing, and I don't think parents see that they can change this. If you, I'm gonna use my ex-boyfriend. We were engaged. We were together for 9 years. You know what he would do? He would take my daughter out for dates, bring her flowers, right? And this is age 12, 13, right? Bring her
Mm-hmm.
flowers, take her out. It's just him and her. And when she come down the stairs, he would act so surprised. I don't care if she wore the same thing the day before. Oh my God, girl, you looking good. You finna go kick it with your dad. And I used to think that was so stupid. I used to think that was just a little bit too much. But when my daughter at the age of 15 came to me and said, "Mama, I miss going on dates with dad. He made me feel so beautiful."
Aw.
I almost cried. But she
Aw.
does not let any guy, one thing I will say, she does not let any guy say that she need makeup. If
Mm.
he say that, she said, I asked her, I said, "So who you talking to this week?" I had to let him go. He talking about I need to put on this and this and this. Mom, I ain't got time for that. I was
Right.
like, good
Smart.
girl, keep your skin, baby, keep your skin. And my daughter looks just like me. So, and even my 28-year-old, she won't put on no makeup. She'll wear the lashes because she feel like she don't have no lashes, but you won't catch her putting all that extra. No, you will not.
But
And she'll tell you,
I think,
I know I'm beautiful.
yeah, but I think one of the most important things is, to each his own, you know.
Mm.
And we spoke about this briefly on another show, but I think it's important to watch the people that you have around your children and what they speak into your children, because, like Aretha said,
Exactly.
you didn't think you needed makeup, but there was someone in your ear telling you that you did. And
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
the truth is, this is all superficial.
Mm.
The way we look, our weight, what we wear, you know, whoever we
Mhm.
are, it's all a superficial thing. But you'll have people, and because some people that spoke to me were grown adults.
Right.
They were grown adults talking to me, making me feel this big, making, telling me I was proper, the way I spoke, making me feel uncomfortable about myself in so many ways. And
Mhm.
really, that was that was an insecurity on their part. But
Right.
you have to watch those people who say, "Oh, you should wear makeup, or you should do this, or you should do that,"
Right.
because
Right.
there'll be someone in your child's ear giving them a complex when that they didn't even have, you know.
Exactly. I mean,
And because it's all about jealousy. It's
Right.
jealousy.
It is jealousy.
It's jealousy. They're reflecting their insecurities on other people because they want them in the same boat as them. No, no. Your insecurities don't have shit to do with me. I'm
right.
Right.
sorry, y'all. I'm trying to watch this out. I'm trying to. I really am.
Well,
But
I'm
your
not.
insecurities don't have shit to do with me.
Well,
But you know,
look.
when I'm gonna tell you what hurt my feelings. I kind of took it as a compliment a little bit, but
Mm.
this lady walked up to me and says, "Who does your makeup?" And I looked at her. I almost called her a bitch. I had to catch myself. I said, "Excuse me." She said, "Who does your makeup? You know, it looks so flawless." I said, "Baby, hold on." And I
Mhm.
grabbed a makeup napkin and I did like this. I said, "Oh, you just natural. You pretty. I started to say, bitch, if you don't get your caked up ass out my face, I had to catch
But
myself.
that
I
is a
said,
compliment.
I
That
am
Yeah.
is
pretty.
a beautiful
I had
Yeah.
to
compliment.
think about it later on. But you know, when somebody catch you off guard like that, you know, but I noticed that people that tell me that I need makeup or I need to wear this or you need to try this on or do this, it's people that have the insecurities. Hey, I got rolls. I got rolls. Like you can stick your finger in there and get lost rolls, right? But they still come for me. They still want me.
Right,
Why?
right,
Right.
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 It's my
It's not.
confidence.
Because
It, right.
it's not really all about the physical, you know.
Yes.
A lot
Exactly.
of
It's
it is
what.
your personality and your energy and because a person might think you're really attractive, and then you could open your mouth and be a real bitch, and then they don't view you the same way, you know.
Exactly. It's not about what is on the outside. It's not about what others see. It's about what you project and
Right.
how you carry yourself. If you know you think like you got the littlest boobs in the world and you done stuffed them and one of the titty thingies is falling out. Well, you're doing this all night. And you're not yourself when you're not yourself, you know.
Right.
But if you had them itty bitty titties and you had on the baddest dress and you walked with a sway in your hips and a smile on your face, ain't nobody can tell you that you don't look good. That is the insecurity, the total opposite of
Hmm.
any insecurity. It's like, come with what you want. I know I am the absolute shiznick. Okay? And you can't tell me otherwise. It's not about what kind of role you got, what kind of butt you got. It's the most unattractive women you can see with really good looking men. And people be like, well, how did he get with her? Why is he with her? You know why he's with her? Because look how she walk. Look how she cares. She don't care what
Hmm.
you think. She's not living for you. She's living for her. She's living for not your approval.
Right.
When we get to a certain age where it's, I could care less what you think, of me. Keep thinking that way because I'm running your life right now. Because you so concentrated on me, you can't even see yourself. But
Hmm.
I'm still gonna walk with a sway in my hips. I'm still gonna talk with a slang in my lip. And I'm gonna keep it moving.
Right.
So let's get back into this.
Wait a minute.
What's a
Who
part?
is Miss D Quigley? Cause they is killing me with the lopsided tips.
Hey, Miss D Quigley, thank you for
Hmm.
joining us. Or lopsided tips. Okay. Hey, you take them lopsided tips and you keep them moving. Because most times people don't notice your thing you're insecure about. People ain't noticing that until you point it out. You know, and and sometimes we get insecurities just based on watching other people. Wow. Oh, I wish I was as tall as her. No, I ain't growing. Oh,
Okay.
right. I wish I had her, but no, that butt ain't in your lineage.
Right.
Stop wishing for something that you are not and start loving who you are. Love what you got, and 100% of everybody will love you back. Because that's the only thing that's the only thing that matters is that you love yourself and you like yourself. You know, one thing that I did was look in the mirror and start to love every bit of myself. And that helps with not needing the approval or the confirmation of others. You affirm your own value, basically. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of the best. And no, I'm not going to settle for the rest. Is when you start to see yourself in another light other than that negative connotation of who you are that you give yourself, that you tell yourself you are every day. Because most people, when they look in the mirror, it's two devils. I say there's two devils,
Hmm.
one good devil and one not so good devil, but they both talk to you at the same time, and sometimes they agree. Be like, oh, you might want to lose some weight, and then that starts your self-talk. Oh, you so fat. You just Jabba the Hutt. You might as well go on and eat that cake anyway because you Jabba the Hutt. I'm just saying. Not that I eat this cake. But I say one way of getting over insecurities is to affirm your own value and look at yourself and tell yourself everything about me is perfectly fine.
You
Everything
have to
about
love
me,
yourself where you're at. If you
right.
want to make improvements, if you want to make improvements based on your own feelings, then by all means do that. But don't adjust your life based on someone else's opinion.
Right, right. Because everybody is. This is one thing I will keep from the older generations is opinions are just like assholes.
Hmm.
Everybody got one.
Hmm. Hmm.
So if everybody got an opinion of you, whose opinion is going to matter the most? Theirs or yours? At
Nice.
the end of the day, who's living this life, who's walking these steps, is you, and that's basically all there is to it. And Miss Quigley with the lopsided tits, love them tits. Them tits got there because of life. They are who make what makes you unique. They are what makes you you. And without that, you can have somebody else's tits, but then it's not a part of who you are.
Right.
So we got to learn to love everything about us. I have scars. I don't even mind getting more scars because then it's like, oh, I remember when my sister stabbed me. I remember when I burned myself cooking. Oh, I remember when this happened and this how I got this scar. Oh, I put bite down on my face and this how I get this scar. I love every part of me. I'm not trying to cover it up at any rate or reason, any rhyme or reason. Okay, so I don't know if y'all watched the BT Awards, but something that really hit my soul was Chloe and
Oh, you mean the VMAs?
yes, I said there was the BETs because yeah, that happened. But Chloe, Jesus, I that hit my soul spirit, and I was just like, I saw the video that Chloe did, and then I saw them on the runway. I understand you're in the industry. I do. I totally get it. But they went from being these wholesome, beautiful little girls to these Nicki Minaj's. I can't even put it no other way. I I'm like, and it just kind of reminded me of the Janet Jackson saga way back in my day when she came from a baby and they were like, oh, she's trying to break out into the audience. I'm like, where is our society where showing your crotch and hunching the ground and taking off your clothes and showing your butt is breaking out? It hurt my heart. I'm not even gonna lie. because it tells kids that, hey, you can't be innocent and be famous. You can't be clothed and be famous. And these are the kids that our younger generation is going to mimic. They're going to be going to school with the butts hanging out. They already are, but I'm just saying a little more. And I'm just like, where do we go from here? I mean, when, being a stripper is the ideal career, where do we go?
Strippers are role models now.
Right. I mean, you got
Here,
babies
here's
in
here's a
diapers
problem. Here's
twerking.
the problem. Here's the problem, Rita. Take for instance Meg Thee Stallion. All they know is her
Mm-hmm.
ass, and she got some good ass knees, right? But what they
Right.
do not know is she graduated from Harvard.
Mm.
While she been out here doing her music, she went to Harvard to become a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
See, they need to learn to show the just as much as show that bad side, they need to show the good side of it too.
Right. Right.
Because
But
Well,
they making it
but
seem
in
like
the
it's the
same
only thing,
note,
but it's not.
but in that same note, even though she is undressed, she still is all those things. That's just one part of her. That's not who she is.
right.
I
Right.
don't. I think people should be able to do what they want to do, but I think that we have a way of defining people by just that one thing instead of everything else that they are.
Exactly.
You know.
But it's just like Peanut Butter said. I mean, just like you just said, we don't know that side because that's not popular. That's not correct. That's not, that's not the mainstream. What the mainstream want is ass and tits. If you're not showing ass and tits, but look where it leads us. I mean, I see so many companies trying to change the dynamic of this conversation. Look at Victoria's Secrets. They had got on because all of their models was stickly and they weren't real. Well, they have real people now. Their models that model their clothes. Because I've heard many of my friends, no, I can't go to Victoria's Secrets. They stuff don't fit me. I'm like, what are you talking about? Girl, they got large size. They got you. But
Check the comments.
this is the comment. This is a dynamic we got to change. Let's see. So, what about your partner telling you've gained weight, but not out of hate or disgust, but to them they feel they are helping? Mm, no one,
Miss Quickly, has he
no
ever gained
one,
any weight?
no one. Look, Lowell, not the sister stabbing you. Oh, she talking about it.
Helping
So,
Miss Quickly, helping what?
I mean, I don't see how that comment could be a help. I don't see how that comment would be a help. I
And yes, Miss Quickly, I do think it's feminism. I personally do think I think it's free woman sexuality all day long.
right, right. I mean, hey, be free, be sexual, but
Look,
my my question.
this world will try to put you in a box. You know,
Mm,
we all know that we're multifaceted human beings. There's so many dimensions to a woman, and that just happens to be one part of what a woman is. Now, however, I think some of us really need to check ourselves. Did I lose you? Oh,
nope, still
some
here.
okay, some of us really need to check ourselves and our thoughts when we see a woman.
Peanut butter,
Not
you
you,
unmuted.
but I'm talking about mostly people who lust after women. That
Right,
problem is within them. She's an entertainer. You
right,
know,
right.
that's what some people do. But you know,
Well,
we
yeah.
we, we have
Hey,
a way of sticking that, attaching that to women, and that's just not all that we are.
right.
I mean,
But
look at
when
Miss
you leave with
Darling, a
when
mother,
you
an entrepreneur. She's everything,
right,
but she's
but
sexy.
when you leave with your ass don't get mad if they're requesting your ass.
Well, yeah.
So I'm saying, how does this, how does that narrative that's being fed to our generations, our younger generations, it feeds to their insecurities about their bodies. They're thinking they're supposed to come out of the belly, you know, looking like Meg the Stallion.
Well, what
Meg the
about
Stallion
Lizzo?
didn't look like that when
What
she
about
came out.
Lizzo? Lizzo is a big woman,
True.
and she's
And
Yeah.
shaking her ass all over the place, all over the time, making empowering bigger women all
Big.
over the
Come
world.
on. Come on. I think
exactly.
this is just a year of the woman. I think this is the year of the woman, and I thought about what you just, man, you must be in my head, because I was saying, like, the censorship is not helping us fight against these kids' insecurities. Because
Right.
back when we were young, it was certain stuff you were not gonna see on TV. Like, you
Oh,
barely saw people kissing. Now you got, it's damn near Showtime on regular TV.
look, Janet Jackson almost lost her whole career over a nipple. Shoot, you turn
Over a
on
nip
this
slip,
now over a nipple.
over a
And she had
second
a
of an
nipple slip on.
areola.
Thank you. Couldn't show a full butt on BT Uncut. Now you see whole butts on general TV. Now, how do we, when we're bringing up our younger generation, how can we, when those are the narratives that they are seeing, how do we feed not into those insecurities? Because that's what they're seeing, and that's what's being mimicked. And their friends are going to school half dressed and twerking it out in math class. How do you raise a child that doesn't have those insecurities, those body issues? Because that's what all of this is feeding into, is body issues. I see Miss Quigley says, I feel be as big as you want, as long as it doesn't bring your health down. I agree. Like, if you're at the brink of having heart attacks because of weight, we should rethink it. We should rethink, is it still okay to be this big? I totally agree.
I agree.
Totally agree. A little bit of meat ain't hurt nobody. You know, it's good for the winter time. Well, it's cuddling, cuddling fat.
No, I agree with Miss Quigley. I mean,
Right.
if you're comfortable in your own skin, I think that's amazing. But if your weight is affecting your health and your livelihood, then absolutely you should do something about it. But not
Right.
because someone else is uncomfortable with it.
Exactly. And she also spoke on the Lizzo. She said Lizzo is a dancing foe. She is okay with her weight. And I totally agree. The fact that sometimes she's half dressed, that's still, not because she's big, because she's beautiful. She's big, she's beautiful, and she accepts her weight. I get that. My
Yeah, but
friend,
Aretha, I also think that the way they dress and them being the size they are helps with some people that are plus size insecurities. I really do. I mean,
I
I'm
get
not
it.
saying
I
their
totally get
dresses,
that. I mean, if
you know.
I think
you
Aretha
got
just
a
wants them to
fupa,
get dressed, period, no matter what
Yeah,
size
she just
they are.
she
because thing is,
you're supposed to grow with the generations, woman. I had to
no,
tell my mom the
that
same
is not my
thing.
generation. That is not my generation. I can't grow with a generation I'm not being raised in. I'm saying, for the younger children that are seeing this, and this is their narrative, how do you raise your children not to have that be their narrative and their insecurity? Well, all my friends are wearing, tube tops to school. Why can't I wear tube top to school?
Because my child and I will slap the shit out your ass if you walk out this damn.
Exactly. That part.
It depends
That's
on the
Why?
parent.
Aretha.
It
Aretha.
depends on the parents. Just
True.
because it's in their face, when you don't try to change it, you're saying you pushing them toward it, right? You trying to. I teach them there's a thin line. You're either gonna choose one side or the other. Now, if you choose this side, this is what the consequence gonna be. If you choose this side, this is what the consequence gonna be. And you let
Right.
them choose for themselves. Yes, I'm gonna be pissed off because guess what's gonna happen? If you tell them no, they still gonna do it anyway.
Right. Miss
So now
Quigley
they
said
gotta
we need
learn.
the model. Now I'm gonna speak on being the model because that shit don't work. I don't drink. I never drank a day in my life. Never done drugs a day in my life. Not even one little sip. Just because it was a personal preference. And I understand. I have 2 kids, 4 kids. And every single one of them drinking. I'm like, how'd that happen?
Because they don't have the same kind of peer pressure that we grew up with. Peer pressure is totally different. Yes, you have people that are peer pressuring, right? But you also have social media. You got the TV, internet, TikTok. You got all those type of pressures, which will make insecurities, right? But it's us. It's up to us, the parents, to guide them. Now they gonna make their choice. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna make their choice.
It's,
You know what I'm
it's,
saying? But that's part of growing up and going into adulthood.
But
it's true.
Aretha, I want to talk about you for a second.
I knew it
Okay.
was coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a very curvy woman. I've seen you several times and you're very sexy, right?
Amen.
But you're nothing, but nothing. I don't think there's anything wrong with the way that you present yourself. But you don't think you've been out somewhere where somebody's giving you a look or had a problem with the way that you dress or the way that
Oh,
you
I can name the dress. Well, I know she got some looks. I can name the dress, the date, the time. You want me to go, baby? Look,
but
look at
would
that face.
but would you change?
I'm gonna
Would you
say
change? Why should you change? There's
the
nothing wrong
truth.
with the way that you
This
present
is true.
yourself. It's
This is
really not
true.
much different.
Hey, are you comfortable with it? Are you
Hey,
comfortable? Then
yes,
it don't matter what nobody else
I
say.
buy my clothes, and that's my disclaimer. My husband buys my
It doesn't
clothes.
matter.
I
It
wear them.
doesn't matter. Listen,
But
Aretha,
wait,
you're comfortable.
let me answer. Let me answer. Let me
Okay,
answer.
we're gonna wait. Hold on, let me get comfortable.
I hate you.
You see me? I'm waiting for her response too.
I'm old enough to handle what comes with wearing those clothes.
So,
I can't argue
but
with
you had to learn it right. You
Right.
had to learn it.
I was not 14, 15 wearing these clothes. Understand
Right.
that. This is a part of there's a time and a place for everything. And you're right. It takes the parent to be uncomfortable with that kind of comfortability with their children. I understand that. But like you said, the more you try to push them away from it, the more they run to it. So they can walk out the house fully clothed, and when you go visit them at the school, they half naked. So yeah, I understand that. I understand that. But what I also understand is unwanted attention. I understand that sexual predators, I'm not even an advocate for sexual predators, but I can see how some of these little boys that are 19 get caught up with 14-year-olds because you don't know. Nobody's walking around with a number on their forehead. And I'm just let me be clear. I am not an advocate for a sexual predator. I am not. I just say that the lines are being blurred when our children look like our mothers and our mothers look like our children. That's all.
So,
because it is certainly that way now. These teenagers, these 20 somethings, they look older than we do.
they've
Right.
been through
I'm
some
not
things.
ashamed. I'm about to be
Exactly.
47. I said it. Yeah.
I just started looking my age.
And
I
I'm
used to
gonna be 45 in January.
turn up, turn up, turn up. So look, I get it. I totally get it. But and I understand. Okay, they're gonna wear the little skimpy clothes, and for a moment, it's gonna make them feel great about themselves. But it only takes one comment. Your titties don't even look good in that from the jealous girl. But that stuff kind of resonates and sits and it
Or it,
feeds their self.
or it's gonna take that one boy to use her, or that one girl to use him, or whatever, however they
Right,
prefer it, right? It's
right,
gonna take that one heartbreak for them to change. That's why,
exactly.
I mean, I helped get my kids school clothes or whatever all the way up until all them Negroes graduated, right? But I still allowed them to put their own style on it to
Right.
represent who they were. And
Look,
that's the problem with some, that's how insecurities are set with kids. When you make them dress a certain way, when you're trying to cover them up, let them alone. Because whether you believe it or not, people still see through them down to the ankle dresses and them clothes that's two sizes too big. People still see through that. They're growing up.
you
That's
know
what they're
what?
focused on. They're
Exactly.
14, 15, they're focused on that, right?
Yeah, a
So,
lusting
Right.
spirit can go there if you're in sweatpants.
right.
Exactly.
You can have on a damn moo with 6 layers of
Exactly.
clothes. They
I
still
mean,
gonna
I've been to
see
the
it.
store in holy sweats and a wife beater, and men will be like, "Hey, hey, hey, hey," and I'm like, "Really? Are you serious right now?"
They be dead ass.
Men are visual creatures, but they need something to imagine. If you leaving it all, like letting it all hang, they ain't gotta imagine that. They see it is. Let me go look at
I
her with
love
the
you,
move
Miss
on.
Quigley.
The
Man,
14 and
curves on her.
the people that are 20, 21, 22 now that was thinking back when they were 14 and 15 and how they were, like, damn, that's why I ain't got no man, or that's why I'm not married, or whatever the case may be. Damn, I really did that. You know what I'm
Right,
they're gonna have to think back. This insecurities can be good and or bad, right? The bad are it make a person go into depression, right? Go
true,
deep into depression and make it worse. The
true.
good, the good side of it, it could be a motivator. It could be a motivator for a person to say, wait a minute, I don't want to be like this. And shape themselves and do better and graduate higher, then look back at it and be like, ha ha, in your face, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So in life, everything has its good and the bad. You decipher. I had to decipher my insecurity.
Right,
They only want me for my body insecurity. I'm never
right,
good enough insecurity. I'm fat.
right,
Nobody wants me with all these stretch marks. Nobody wants me with all these children.
right. And
These
to go to Miss Quigley, if her husband's telling her she's fat, but he doesn't mean it in a harmful way, that
oh,
still would be that insecurity within her. Well, maybe I shouldn't eat today. Maybe, I'll just not eat today. Maybe I'll start throwing up tomorrow. Maybe I'll start something, this special diet. There's many
ugh.
in the diet. I'm just saying that
It's, ugh.
the weight thing for a woman, it
It's
doesn't
how
matter
you
if
approach
it's too
it.
big. Right.
It's how you approach it. Like if he say, baby, you want to go on a walk with me today? Or hey baby, I just started this new cycling class. I think you'll like it. It's got some jamming music. He has to find a way to make it approachable to her to where she really doesn't realize she's doing it. Because when I wish a motherfucker would tell me I'm fat, baby. I'm finna go
Well,
hard.
look, he might be telling you fat, but like, dang, baby, your butt's so fat and round, and ooh, I just love to squeeze it. And that's a
Oh,
good
Rika,
thing.
you know what I mean. Don't do that. You know what I mean.
I
You know
play
what the
devil's
fuck
advocate all the time. Look, we gonna ping pong
shit.
I mean,
now.
but the reality is sometimes women gain weight in their spouse, or vice versa, and your spouse may no longer be physically attracted to you.
Right,
You gotta
and that's the
So
real
that's
thing.
like a tender.
That's why I teach the class.
Yeah,
That's
that's
that's tough.
Yeah.
yeah, that's tough.
But hold on now, we gonna back it down because it doesn't matter how much weight you gain. If you love yourself, if you love what you look like, it's about what you're reverberating. Like as we said, and I've watched Lizzo's TikToks, and she does have moments of depression.
Mhm.
She does have moments of insecurity, and that is
Don't we
great
all
because
though?
she's showing both sides. I'm secure, but I'm also insecure. I have things I may want to change, but because people are saying I need to change it, but slap yourself on the head because you like it. I like being chunky. I like a little rump rump on my roast. So absolutely love her because she's real and she shows, I'm comfortable in my skin, and who cares if you're not? But then I also reverberate to what you said, and it starts to manifest, and she works through it. On her TikToks, she works through it. And I think I commend her on her bravery. I say put some clothes on, but keep it sexy and
but
take yourself
the
out.
reality is that every man does not want some old skinny chick, right? Like,
Oh
I
my
don't want
God,
a
you
skinny
said
man.
mouthful.
You know what I
You
mean?
done said a whole mouthful.
I don't want a skinny man. You know what I mean?
Right?
Some men actually prefer a larger woman.
Yes,
Or if she's thick, or if she's got some people
meat
actually
on her
prefer
bones.
that. You know what I mean?
Something to grab on to. I've heard it
Yeah.
all.
So I
I've heard
mean,
it
be
all.
yourself, love yourself in your own skin. Do what you want. Don't
Exactly.
change just because someone else thinks that you should.
See,
Right.
that's the problem. That is the problem. That's what make insecurities. You rest on what other people have to say.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's what causes insecurity. Think about it. You're an ugly little girl. You so ugly. You get that every single day, and you really listen to what the fuck they saying. That shit gonna ride with you,
Hmm.
Right.
right? You
You're so
fat.
right.
You lumpy. Oh, you stink, and you just got out the tub. Come on,
Right.
man. Think about it. That's why I don't care if my daughter make me mad. I tell her she a pretty little mess. You know why? Because everybody got to go through something.
Right. And
That's
it's the
that's
things that you say out of anger
or
that
some weakness.
manifest.
You're either gonna be weak or strong, right?
Right.
So you got to go through the shit you go through for a reason. Either make
Right.
you stronger or make you break down.
Right.
But through that fight, that's what them insecurities set in because you feel like you ain't going no motherfucking work.
True. So the next thing is taking care of your needs first. So I think we've been hitting around it.
Hmm.
But we as women, we do not take care of self first. I know when I was bringing up my kids, my hair didn't stay done all the time. My nails didn't stay done all the time. I didn't go get my feet done all the time. I didn't make time for me. It was like choosing between, oh, do I take my daughter to get her toes done? Or do I go get my toes done? Well, I'm going to let her get her toes done because I want her to feel good about herself. But I'm running around looking like a Gila monster. So take care of self first. Spend time with yourself. Date yourself. Get to know yourself. I say I be having conversations with myself. I ain't
Hmm.
gonna lie, because I like talking to me. I'm a good conversationalist with myself. We be going back and forth at each other, but it is what it is. Some people call it cray cray. I call it me time.
No, I think that's an excellent point, because one thing I tell my daughter's 19, and I tell her to wait on being a mother because it's a selfless job,
Right.
and we
Right.
tend to put everyone and everything before us, which is a huge mistake.
This is true. This is
Because
true.
you if because if when you take care of yourself, you're a better wife, you're a better mom, you're a better everything when you take that time out for yourself.
Right.
But we tend to put, I mean, I'm guilty. you know if I when I was raising my daughter, when I if money was funny, if anybody was going to eat, it was going to be her. you know
Right.
if she needed something to wear, of course she was going to get it. Everything, she came before me on many occasions.
Right. When
But
we become
I think
mothers,
it's
that's what
important for
we do.
every woman to say sometimes it's my turn. It
Yes.
depending on your circumstances.
This is so true. This is so true. You know, uh, as women, we are natural nurturers. So we nurture everybody else, but we won't nurture ourselves.
Hmm.
I say, oh, I'm gonna have me a me day. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna read a book. I'm gonna meditate. I'm working the garden. As soon as somebody calls, oh, okay, I'm there. Here we go. Oh, and I still have not got my me time. I have not got my collect myself time and focus on me, do me, look at my nails, look at my toes, find out if it's something I need. Because nobody's gonna watch out for your needs like you. I love my husband's very loving and very giving, but he don't watch out for me. I to still watch out for me and be like,
Well,
hey,
there's no way he could know what's really going on within
true,
you. You know,
right?
like these are my nails. I'm a single mother. This is the one thing I said I would do for myself. I don't care who likes them. I don't care who thinks they're too long. I don't give a damn what anybody thinks about them. They gonna make
Your nails are amazing.
oh, thank you so much. But
Can I
the one
can
thing
I
I
speak for
said I
myself?
would always do for myself because I love them, you know? And so I think every woman needs to gift herself on a regular basis.
Right.
You
And
know,
that's a part
in
of
whatever way you see fit.
right. And that's
You
a
know,
part of embracing your awkwardness, starting to
Uh-huh.
love the things about you that is not like everybody else. Because I see, I hate getting my makeup done by other people because it changes who I am. It changes my face. And I'm like, that's not me, but okay, I'll rock with it. I'll look like everybody else for a hot second. Everybody that gets their makeup done and they're famous, you can't even tell them apart nowadays. It's like,
Right.
that Beyonce or is that Sierra?
Like I don't wear foundation. I don't contour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any of that. Every once in a while I'll throw in some lashes and maybe, conceal or something. But for the most part, that's just what I like to look like me, you know.
Right,
I don't want to slim my nose. I don't want to, I'm okay, with who I am now,
right,
you know,
you
because
right.
know what? You
always
know what?
uncomfortable. I wasn't always comfortable in my skin.
I'm so glad to be hearing these things because y'all know I got five.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still see that I still don't got no wrinkles. Y'all see that? No wrinkles because I learned what you guys are saying. I learned that when they were in elementary because I was
Mm,
stressed. I'm a new mom, right? And I got four that are here with me, one that is not, right? So they're all back to back,
mm.
like back a year apart, back to back.
You pop
And
out like those candy.
whew, so I remember I started dating this guy back in '07 after me and my husband split. We were in the middle of a divorce, and mind you, insecurities, right? I'm
Mm,
gonna show you how one of mine got broken. My husband, he was an abuser, and he always told me, "You fat. Oh, look at you. You not when I because when we first met, I had a 19-inch waist. Like you can do this around my waist. That's how I was built. So I guess he thought that was gonna come back after the baby number four. I don't know what the hell he was thinking. I don't fucking know shit. But I was fat.
surgery.
Yeah, he said I was fat. He would tell me that the way I wore my hair, it was ugly. It made me look old. Because I was in church still. I was still going to church every single day. Yeah, every time the door opened, I was there. So, and I didn't wear makeup. I didn't wear lashes and all that stuff. He went and bought like a shitload of makeup and shit. You need to try to put this on. I'm looking at this shit like I don't even know where to start. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So dealing with 8 years of that, it's settled in.
Mm-hmm.
It's settled in, and
Especially when it comes from
didn't
somebody you
I
love.
didn't right,
Right.
but I didn't know the me time thing. You know what I'm saying? I still hadn't learned it yet. When I met my boyfriend Jason, he's a sweetheart. Um, we met because I was on my way to try to get a job, and he
Mm,
was at the bus stop with me. He was just clicking pictures of me, and I was like, "Hey, stop doing it!" I'm laughing, and he just started clicking, 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 clicking. And I said, "Excuse me, you don't even know me. I'm going off or whatever." And he was like, "I'm sorry. The way the sun hits your skin." And, he started complimenting me, and I didn't know how to take it because I wasn't used to it. Right. Mind you, the securities had set in deep. Right.
right.
And he asked me what I was doing and whatever. And he said, "Do you mind if I ride with you? I don't really got nothing to do. And I really want to keep taking pictures of you." That was like him chipping away at my insecurity.
Yeah.
And it was like a week after I had met him, I
Mm-hmm.
walked in, I looked in my bathroom mirror and I looked at myself and I said, "Oh my God, I'm beautiful."
Mm,
really am beautiful.
Mhm.
right.
Oh my, I just started looking, I touched myself and I started thinking about my classmates that we all graduated together and I had seen them. I saw them after graduation. It's like maybe 10 years after graduation. And I'm looking at them, they're wrinkled, they're gray, they look wore down, tired, big, so you went from this to this, you're like, damn. So I'm looking at all that and as I'm standing in the mirror looking at myself and comparing. I'm like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. I'm all right. I was like, I'm
You are
good.
everything, but it's
And
so
the confidence
interesting.
started building. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's
You
so
know,
Yeah.
interesting what you're saying
that
though, because if we could see ourselves through the lenses of others, then sometimes we would not be so hard on ourselves.
Themselves. Yep.
yes,
You know.
But
yes. It, that
that's when I learned the me time. His
right.
mom, his mom pulled me to the side. She said, come here. She let me tell you something. I raised 5 children. She said, I need you to do this. She said, I'm called. When I think you should have done it, I'm gonna call you. And she did. She said, I want you to take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours a day just for you. Don't answer no questions. Don't cook no food. Don't have no TV on. Or if that's what you want to do, you can do that. She said, but nobody is to bother you.
Hmm.
You will sit there and you will tell the kids, me times mean you do not come knock on mama door. You don't ask for nothing. Nothing. No loud noises. So I tried it the first time and it felt weird. It
Hmm.
felt really weird.
Hmm.
But it was a necessity because after that first day and I felt rejuvenated because I
Right.
had time for me. It was my time where I got to read whatever book I was reading or write or draw or whatever. So it made me feel like I had just took a nap. That's what it felt like. Oh my, everybody just done left me. I feel so alone. For whoever's watching, if you're a mom, take that me time, whether it be an hour, 2 hours, shit, a whole goddamn day, the weekend. I don't give a damn. Figure it out. So
Right.
you can get back to what you like to do. What made you feel happy inside, made you feel good inside. I'm a reader. I got books everywhere. You gotta take the me time out. You have to.
You're so right. You're so right. You need that me time. You do need that me time. You need to also surround yourself around people who reinforce positive thoughts. Like Peanut Butter said, she met her boyfriend now at the time, and he was very complimentary of her physical features, which made her reflect and look upon herself and think differently from herself, because you have those negative thoughts, and when you have someone that is beating down your negative thoughts from the outside, it's easier for you to beat those negative thoughts down as well. Because us trying to beat down our negative thoughts takes a lot of work, and it's a constant effort. But if you have someone, oh God, your eyes are so beautiful, your lips are just magnificent, and they're not wanting anything from you, that is the absolute most. I make it a point to always compliment other women on something, because every woman needs a compliment. You walk around this world and in this life as no one sees you, and you're just gonna do the absolute most, but it takes one compliment. Oh my God, your skin is so amazing. I just wanted to tell you, I thought you was beautiful. That you look good. I ain't gay. You look good. Just telling you. All right. Have a nice life and keep it moving. They're
She
gonna go
for
home
them
and be like,
bias like that.
I am cute. I am cute. I'm gonna take a picture today.
Hmm.
It only takes one person to make a difference in somebody else's life. So, compliment somebody else. Put it out there in the universe and it'll come back to you. That's
Yeah,
that's
I'm a Southern
I
Belle. I
agree
do.
with that statement.
right.
I agree
You
because
know,
that's why I be when I speak to people. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, ladybug. Yes, how you doing? Just being nice. Period. Just
right.
period. Because
Right.
some people, you don't know what somebody done been through.
Exactly. And
Right.
energies are real.
Yes.
You
because
give
like peanut
opportunity.
butter, what you were saying earlier, I've had a man tell me, you're worthless. Comment on my weight. When my weight has, my weight has fluctuated, since in my early 20s. I had a really big complex about my weight for a long time. You
Mm,
know, um, but when you love someone and if you're insecure already, and then someone that you love constantly bashes you,
mm-hmm.
then it does take a toll on you, um over time,
Right,
and you have to find a way to love yourself, all over again.
Yep.
right. You
Yep.
said love
So
yourself enough to get away from that situation. That's
mm,
staying away from troubling situations. From don't run to the thing that beats you down. And it's easier said than done for a lot of people, because most insecurities come from those that you love the absolute most. Well, they're
mhm.
so nice this day. They're extra special night, and then oh, he told me I was ugly yesterday, but he don't mean it. Or he hit me, but it was an accident. Or
He
no,
cheated, but he didn't mean it. It was just
Mm-mm.
something. He just come on.
Mhm.
he was just lonely. He needed somebody.
Yeah.
I wasn't available. Do you know what my ex husband told me one time? He said, "Come around once a month, like a period." He told me that because he knew I wasn't gonna be with nobody else.
Mm,
Oh yeah, I was actually told nobody's gonna want you,
mm.
and I've been told that more than once.
Yes, yes. Some
Nobody
of
else, and I'm like, are you stupid?
I was called a cum bucket.
Oh wow.
I said, "What the fuck is a cum bucket?"
Hmm.
And I had to stop and was like, "Oh, damn. Okay."
Hmm.
And that's
Words
something,
are powerful
right? That's some stuff that can beat at your ooh.
because you have to realize that there are people who can see your insecurities,
Oh my God. Yeah.
and they will try to destroy you,
Right.
because they can see them, and
Right.
those are
Those are
dangerous people to have in your life.
Like
exactly emotional predators. They are
Hmm.
emotional predators. They prey on your insecurities to get what they can get out of you and to keep you under their thumb.
yep.
Those are absolute worst. And
Hmm.
narcissists possess that quality. Woo! You done hit on some whole bunch of nails. We got
Yeah.
look, we gotta take a break.
Ooh,
And we're
what we talking
back.
about today?
We gonna be talking about some good stuff, girl. Hold on. Let me
Okay.
bring up the spice after these brief messages. Hello, I am Love's Passion, and I am here as your bedroom candy consultant, as well as your your clinical sexuality coach. Today we're talking about I forgot. Today we're talking about insecurities and how to overcome them. Now, we talked about taking care of self, and I have some special items here that will allow you to do just that. This is our velvet mm, This is our velvet body scrub from the Given Tree collection. This scrub is paraben free. It is a body scrub, a facial scrub. You can use this all over your body. It'll leave you feeling smooth, silky, and smelling amazing. It's pH balanced for your skin and your pH. You can't go wrong with Velvet. It lasts an absolute long time. It is a creamy, it is a mixture of um, coconut oils and body safe scrubs. This is $22 and you can purchase it on my link and I will put it in the chat. We're going to also talk about our Revitalize Me. If you are of the mature age, you will need some of this. This beautiful little tube here, it is a, let me see if we can get you to look at that. This is a revitalizing, I call this the snatch back. You know how you get those mommy makeovers? Well, this is mommy makeover for your vagina, for your vulva. It tightens up the skin down there and makes it less pliable. It also helps with your body's natural secretions during those times of intimate pleasure. This is Revitalize Me, and it's a vulva cream. Now, in those moments when you're taking care of yourself and you're having that me time, you want to also make sure that me time is also specific for your body. If, as a lot of us in Texas have eczema because of the climate, there are things that we have that will help you combat that dry, patchy skin and those breakouts. You know, when it gets hot, we break out, myself included. We have this one is our balance bar. Again, hold on. Okay, this is our balance bar. It's from our wellness collection, and it supports the body's natural and natural pH. Let's see, it features sage, essential to the smoothing and dryness and irritation from eczema. Let's see, it provides both antifungal and antibacterial products that help to prevent bacteria and bacteria growth. It has it's sulfate and paraben free. It's vegan friendly, so no animals were harmed in the making of the balance bar. Next, we're going to talk about our Pure Bar. I don't think I got the right one. Okay, our Pure Bar is our charcoal bar, which is good with cleaning away makeup and just making a clean, dry surface. It also helps with treatment of acne as well as eczema, and it's called our Pure Bar. Again, I'm going to put these links in our chat and you can go to the site and purchase them and get more information. You can contact me on Facebook at Loves Passion, on Instagram at Loves Passion. DM me if you have any questions, thoughts, or comments. I want to know anything more about our Bedroom Candy line, or if you would like to have a virtual party or an in-person party for a pamper party, for a girls' night, give me a call. And back to our normal schedule. Look who we got, y'all. It's our teddy bear.
Hi there.
Yo, 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 yo.
Sneaky sneak.
Oh
What's
my
up, family?
God.
Where you been? How you been? What's been up?
I'm alright. Sorry, I got out of the meeting really, really late, so I'm
And
There's
sorry.
his face.
for you.
There
Like
you
I
go.
That's right. Like I told Peanut Butter, we was missing the slice, and we was missing our slice this week, and our slice is here, so we got a full pie, y'all. It's
What's
We are
up,
not the
family?
same on our piece of slice. A home slice.
You know,
So
hold on. Let me say this right quick before we get started. Ty, I know you be looking at everybody on the screen, but I be just feeling like you just looking at me.
I know that's right. Listen, great minds think alike.
Oh!
no, I'm not gonna keep her
Okay,
out
we're
for you.
gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop.
Keep her out for you. Don't be trying to hide behind me next time. I'm like, no, you talked all that mess.
Facts.
So listen, Ty, we are talking about insecurities and how to overcome them. Can you
Woo.
tell us about your insecurities and how you overcame them?
Okay. Let's see. One of my insecurities um has probably been uh previous relationships.
Ooh.
Like being in a relationship with someone and their previous relationships were insecurities of mine.
Mm,
So first I'll tell you why. Because I am a person that uh relationships for me, love for me is a very deep thing.
mm,
So there for me, I always feel like there's ties. There's always emotional ties. There's
right.
always comparisons. And it's one thing when you know what you're up against, when
Mm-hmm.
you know what roles you have to fill, what responsibilities you need to step up to. But it is for me, it was really hard to deal with the unknown expectations,
Mm,
right? What are the things from your previous relationship that you're comparing me to that I don't know about? What are those things that you want me to be better at than him that I don't know about?
huh.
So that was a big insecurity of mine because I felt like there was always room for me not to be sufficient. So
Hmm.
yeah, how I overcame it, I mean, let's be real. That's something for me that I'm still working on. But how I've gotten to where I am today is to whatever that's, and this is why I'm so central and so attentive, because whatever it is that I do know, I want to make sure that I am the best at it all the way
Mm,
across the board. So, and I know there may be some glasses that I'm held up to that I don't know about, right?
right.
But whatever glass I do know, I want to make sure that I am top of the line. I am the best at it. I'm the best you ever had, and I really strive to do that. Um, people will drink dirty water out of a clean glass and leave clean water in a dirty glass.
Hmm.
And a lot of it is because of the lens of perspective that we look at it. We look at the water and we see the glass first. So if the glass is dirty, I'm not drinking that water.
Mm,
But if you see a clean glass, you're going to drink the water, and that water is usually dirty.
wow. Wow.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Good
Um,
God, I'm just so deep and thought right now.
Mm-hmm.
previous relationships, I don't ask. This is how I got over it. Okay, I don't ask. I don't want to know. I'm gonna give you me and let you do the comparing. I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
compare. I'm gonna give you who I am because I'm
They're an
not
ex
her.
for a reason.
I'm not her.
Facts.
I'm me. So if you give them genuinely who you are
Right.
without trying to compare,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't gonna matter about the previous because they're gonna see you for you. Like, uh, example, when I go into a relationship, I don't think about my previous. So when I met the guy that gave me something I haven't had before, I appreciated it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
No, I didn't get it in my previous, but I didn't think about the previous. I thought about the here and now, and he was doing this for me here and now.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciated it. I didn't have a chance to go back and start comparing for what? Because I've never had this. See,
Yeah.
you genuinely being who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might not have never had that. Just you
Right.
being genuine, period.
Right.
What
Right.
I'm saying?
That's true.
So
Yeah,
that's how
that's true.
that's
I
one of the
can't
steps of
see Ty being
overcoming.
insecure because
I
she's
couldn't either.
so.
But long as you're genuine, you can overcome that insecurity with each step or each day you're with that person because you're not
Mm-hmm.
comparing to nobody. You can't compare nobody to me because I am me. There's not another me.
Right.
Correct.
I'm the only one.
Mm.
You're the only one. Nobody can compare to you because you're you. Who you
Yes,
That's
gonna compare
that's it.
to?
that's true. That's true.
Can't.
That's
Can't.
how I overcame it.
Mm.
I overcame it by still being that loving person to whoever the new man was. He's not the old man. I don't know what he's capable of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I don't know what he hasn't, what he's been through, what he's not been through. But what I am going to show him is how a woman should treat her man.
Yes.
And
Correct.
Ty, you show her how a woman should be treated. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as long as you're genuinely you, don't worry about them previous, because she left that for you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. That's good. That's good stuff right there. That's some real deep stuff right there. So
Yeah.
Leave it to Ty.
let's talk about things that bring you joy because that's just another mechanism you could use for uh, getting through those hard times. Things that give you joy. What types of things give you guys joy? Peanut butter. What type of things give you joy? Oh my God, I don't even know why I asked her first. Besides the obvious, what type of things did you do on your
Besides
own?
the D,
I can't even fix this question right.
No, you can't fix it right because you fucked up just then too. Now, first of all, I
I'm
knew
putting
I
it
was gonna be the
back down. I'm
first
putting
one
it
you
back down.
got. Okay, no. I'm gonna be good. Be good. Besides the obvious, um, I for my me time, I'm a puzzler. I like to put puzzles together. So
Puzzles.
I buy a puzzle a month, and I try to make each one harder than the next one because that gives me focus. I don't focus on people calling my name. I don't focus on what I'm gonna cook for dinner. I don't focus on what I gotta do or doctor's appointments or is this kid okay? Is my grandbaby? I don't focus on that. I'm focused on what the task is at hand,
And you
which is
sure
my
cooking
puzzle.
don't bring you no joy? You sure? Because every
Cook,
time I call you, you cooking.
I do
I know,
cooking does
right?
bring me joy. That's my other thing. And the reason why I try not to cook as much because I'm a baker. So you're liable if I'm having a really down, depressed day. You're liable to walk around my house and it'd be lemon cakes, carrot cakes, peach pies, all kind of stuff on the table, and you'd
Uh,
be like,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
literally,
feeling and doing well.
ring my
I had a
phone. Yes,
boyfriend.
I will come over and eat with you, and we will laugh together. We will be fat and depressed together.
Wait, Aretha, funny story. My boyfriend and I weren't living together yet, but he had a key to the house. And I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got the kids off to school, and I went on a baking frenzy. Like I had two banana puddings in the ice box and the pies and stuff were on the table, all iced up and everything. He opened the door, looked at the table and said, "Oh, hell no." And he turned around and went back and locked the door and went out the house. Like he was like, hell no. He came back, but he said he had to go outside and talk to himself for a minute because whenever I'm like that, he's the one that gains the weight. So, so I try not to cook as much because my daughter just told me, she was like, Mom, we have cupcakes and sugar cookies.
What's wrong with that?
That's too much for apparently in this house. Because I cook everything from scratch, so it's heavy on the butter, heavy, a little heavy on a little bit. So I don't know. I got this big bright
What you
idea
what
to make
you
some sugar cookies like this, big.
look, you got sugar cookies today? You got sugar cookies today?
I think it might be two left, maybe two, maybe. And but those are the things I love doing because when I'm in the kitchen, you know what I do? I cut on music.
Mm.
I'm in there.
Mm-hmm. You know,
Whatever it takes. So
music is a song for the soul, like the song says.
it
Music
really is.
really soothes your soul. It does.
But I listen to everything though. People think that I just stick to rap, R&B, the stuff, AKA Black folks music. No, but I literally listen to everything. And what happens is when I feel myself going down, like
Mm-hmm.
into a depressed state, I can hear a certain song, and
Mm-hmm.
that certain song is what I need to hear to move around to, and it actually works. I don't know if it's a subconscious thing or hey, I'm not complaining about it, but when the music plays, I go.
Right.
I'm in the zone that I need to be. Then I forgot about the 50 million things that was going on in my head just a while ago.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So music, cooking, and my puzzles, and sometimes poetry, but that could be give me a little anxiety, so I have to take that a little bit at a time. That's why it's so nasty.
Oh,
But
God, you got to give us a poem before we go.
oh Lord, oh
Yeah,
Lord.
your turn. What things bring you joy that bring you out of insecure moments?
Um, the way I start my day every day is quiet. Um, no TV, no music, a cup of coffee. It's about to be porch time. I love to sit outside. That brings me joy. And one of my favorite things to do in the world is to dance. I love to dance. I love music, all types of music. And then sometimes I like to get into my creative space. I color, I make jewelry, um, all, just stuff like that. But those are the things that give me joy. And then my Monday nail appointment tomorrow, that brings me joy too. So, shout out
Okay,
to
so
Blake.
I'm taking you to dance class with me because you said you like to dance, and I don't want to hear nothing talking about my knees.
Oh
Like,
no, I love to dance. I used to teach a dance class. I'm about to start teaching a dance and yoga class again. It's going to be a combo.
oh, now see, I
Y'all look
asked
out
you
for
what
that.
you been up to. You ain't said that. I'm in for that. I'm in for that. I'm there for
Yeah,
that.
it's going to be a combination of dance and yoga together.
Mm.
So y'all look out to that. Come see me. We'll have to talk about that one day because my first journey, I think there were still some. My goal is to build self esteem and to help with stress and to also embrace being yourself. And when I first started that journey, I think there was still work that I needed to do. And so now that I've done that work, I'm ready to go there again. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Definitely. All right, Ty Bear, you up?
For me, things that bring me joy, like I love reading. I love reading. I love learning. That's like one of my favorite thing. I love like learning history. I love reading the Bible. I love reading the Quran. I love and another big thing that brings me joy is just intellectual conversation. Like intellectual conversation. I could talk about stuff like that all day long. You know what I mean? Just keep talking about our history, things that we've been through, talking about, you know, even politics, religion, all of that. I'm one of those people that can talk about politics and religion and not have it turn into an argument. Because it's just, for me, it's just intellectual conversation. So that's one of the biggest things for me that brings me joy is reading, learning. Outside of that, I like football. Football is That's my thing. It was playing football until I retired, but outside of that, I love coaching. And now that I have opportunity to do that, and on a more serious level, I'm really excited about that. So yeah, so learning and football is my thing, and being a dad.
And look here, we didn't get to ask you about your stuff that you're doing because I didn't read that flyer. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't read it. I thought it was men. I saw in there said women. I don't know the first thing about football, but if you need some cheerleaders, I got you.
Yeah,
So
I
you
was on
definitely,
the drill
definitely.
team.
Wait. You got a football team?
look,
Yeah, I
Come
tell
just
the
try
people,
I
out.
just got hired.
talk to the people about this football team
I
because
can come
I
try
think this
out.
is amazing.
I'm not scared to get hit.
I played
They
fullback in the
think they
powder
catch
puff
me.
game at school, but I kept getting in trouble for holding because that little girl kept running up on me too fast. So I might get
I,
to be out
I
there
was
fighting
like,
or
I'm
something.
going
I
after
don't know.
safety.
Look, I'm gonna be a cheerleader. I'm gonna be a cheerleader, forever cheerleader. I can't even tell you. I was a cheerleader forever, and I still can't tell you the first thing about football is except a touchdown. Okay, but I will be a cheerleader, and I'm gonna be there to support my peanut butter running around there on the field getting hit. But
Yeah,
tell the
that's
people
gonna
what
be a
we're
bop,
talking
man.
about. Tell the people what we talking about.
Hey, okay, so I was just hired, interviewed and hired for the defensive coordinator position for Dallas Elite Mustangs, which is a full contact women's professional league of football in the WFA, Women's Football Association. It is the real deal of football. So we travel all over the country to play football in different states: Minnesota, Boston, Virginia, South Carolina, Florida, and of course we're in Texas. So it is the real deal. We had to try out. The ladies came out and they did their thing. They were serious. Like they took this. They were serious. It is no
It's,
joke. And
it's
it
not.
is it is it is really really cool for firsthand to see the stereotype, because growing up playing football, it was always just a boys game, a men's game. But no, that's not true. Like they out here getting it in, like they full head of steam. So that's what it is the Dallas Elite Mustangs. Had a tryout this past Saturday. There's going to be a total of two more tryouts before the season. So as soon as I find out the next tryout, which I believe is going to be October 16th, October 16th is going to be the next tryout. Um, so stay tuned for the location. It's probably going to be at Mansfield, uh, Timberview High School in Mansfield. It's probably going to be there October 16th, but I will definitely confirm the location and time as soon as I find out. But the date is definitely October 16th for the next tryout. So please
Look,
come check it out.
look, make sure you put the website in the chat so it solidifies
Yes,
with this stream. Because it's going to the
yes.
stream is going to YouTube, so y'all can rewatch it on YouTube and get all of the links, get all of the website information off of the chat. But it's going over to YouTube. Make sure you put it in the chat, and just in case, can you tell people where they can find out information or register?
Yeah, definitely. If you go to Dallas Elite Mustangs, you go to DallasEliteMustangs.com, I believe is the website. And you can find out information about the football team there. I actually have the owner is a really really cool lady. Her name is Maria, and she is so amazing. Her number, Maria's number is 817-691-5568. And you can reach her. Her name is Maria Spencer. That's the owner of the Dallas Elite Mustangs. And if you got any other questions, feel free to reach out at Dallas Elite Women's Football at gmail.com. Again, it's Dallas Elite Women's Football at gmail.com. And someone will get right back to you and let you know everything that's on the timeline on the horizon of the team for the season.
That's amazing. so wonderful to listen to what all y'all are doing and the big things that are happening and coming up. And, we all have busy lives and things that we have to do. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out to spend this time with us on Sundays. I look forward to these Sundays. They be hard, but we got to do this because I miss my passion team. You guys are absolutely, absolutely, absolutely amazing. There are people that keep quiet about the things that they do, and I think the three of you are very quiet about what you do. But I'm glad that you're sharing and having a space to share it, to accomplish those things. Because I want to just ride with you, okay? Let me ride with you because I'm a ride or die chick. You know,
Be riding with you too.
that's
We
right.
ride
We
with
gonna
you.
push this up, okay? We still coming strong with that passion project. It's in the works. I got some stuff I got to earn out, but yes, we doing this. We doing this. And we got the Elite Mustangs. We got our peanut butter with her a book and her poetry, and we got Miss Deb over there making things happen, making jewelry because she just let that slip out. Oh yeah, I make jewelry. No way.
I believe I don't chase what's supposed to find me does. So that's why I'm
But
kind of
Let's
salty.
Clubhouse
get it.
don't get
I like
fed,
that.
man. Clubhouse
Yeah.
don't get fed. So I'm gonna need to know about what jewelry you make because I don't know you and I didn't know you made jewelry.
No, that means she wasn't paying attention there because how many times did you tell me that you got two bracelets you made for me?
Yeah,
She,
I make jewelry with healing crystals. That's what I make. And I make personalized. I have a lot of jewelry that I have in stock, but I do personalized bracelets. So, like, we'll have a conversation, and based on what you want to manifest or spiritually work on, then I choose the stones based on what your spiritual needs are.
Hmm. That's
So,
awesome.
that's what I do. But I
That's
make
cool.
earrings and I make
That's really
bracelets and I
cool.
make necklaces. And so I have to show you some of my stuff.
Yes, do. Okay, so we're going to close out our show. Tonight has been an amazing show. It's all about insecurities and overcoming them. I hope you guys got some good tidbits, tabits, and workable bits, and learned something new or just ingested something that maybe inspired thought. Because that's what we're here to do, to inspire you to think about your next step. We're going to close out with our beautiful Miss Peanut Butter giving us a little bit of taste of something she done cooked up for us, I hope. Not baked.
Go, baby, go.
it's 11 and it's raining. I step out of the shower, body dripping wet as smoke vapors dance off my skin. After toweling off, I begin rubbing my body down with apple butter lotion, wishing I could soothe the heat from enclosed sanctuary. There's a throbbing in my soul for attention. It's now 11:50, and I feel a sensation run down my spine as I slip my silk thong on with no top. Letting my breast relax from a hard day of working, impressing my boss as her eye candy. I lay my body down on my satin sheets, slowly unwinding, eyes about to close. It's 11:59 p.m. As I drift off, there's a knock at the door. I slide on my slippers and walk to the door, wondering who might it be. It's him. He stands 6'2", slim, muscular built, caramel skin tone. He gently grabs me and kisses me as if he's been gone forever. I'm about to melt between his kisses in the shower. I don't know what to do. He wants me to wrap my legs around the arch of his back. I know he's about to take me to another level. Taking control, he slides my panties off and inserts his tongue into the deepest part of my love. Can he hold me any closer? Before I knew it, his manhood was deep inside my flowing ocean. I cream into a sexual coma. It's 12:45. I feel that he's going into overdrive. I can't stop. I'm loving it more and more. 12:55. My resistance to his persistence intensifies within me. I can feel me. I can feel the heat from his naked skin caressing my body as I look deep into his eyes. I'm hypnotized. I can see his nature begin to rise. I feel my body shiver. 12:56, what am I going to do? He's looking deep into my soul. 12:58, I'm about to explode. 12:59, he is coming all over my ass. 12:59, 30 seconds as he removes his manhood from my cavern. That's when I come hard, long, and continuously. As I roll over and look at the clock, it's 1 a.m. I look back, he's gone. Damn, it was one hell of a midnight.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. That was absolutely there.
I just never hear from this time. Thank
All,
you. Thank
all
you.
the then. So thank you guys for tuning in to Love's Passion Chat. We are here every Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we look forward to talking with you guys next week. Be safe and be careful and go in love. Have a great night.